Are you feeling tired, lethargic, overweight? Just feel like you have no more energy throughout the day? Well, that's how I felt at age 30, thinking that, this is part of life. As you age, you're just going to have no energy by 8 p.m., 7 p.m., and so on. Until I realized this was not normal. And then I got the lab results. I was pre-diabetic. So what I ended up doing was changing everything last year. See, in 2024, all that mental clarity was gone. And I had to do something because I couldn't even pass my Azure Fundamentals exam. In 2024, I did a little bit of research on diet, on exercise, and the effects of even the cell mitochondria. And I was able to formulate what I'd like to call my 0-day fitness. Hello and welcome to 0-Day Fitness. My name is Jonathan. I'm a cybersecurity professional with a Bachelor of Applied Science at the University of Toronto. In 2024, I was able to pass one of the hardest cybersecurity exams out there, the CISSP. In addition to that, I lost 30 pounds, I normalized my blood work, I reversed pre-diabetes, and I built visible muscle, all without stepping foot in a gym. I'm here to tell you all of my strategies, secrets, tips, and how you can improve yourself as far as diet, exercise, and nutrition. If you're like me, you work a 9 to 5. And for some of you, after 5 p.m., you gotta pick up your kids. And your life just keeps going in a cycle where you're just not even conscious about what you're doing to your health from a diet or an exercise perspective. So that's where I'm here. I'm going to give you my 5 mantras, the best 5 things that you can do to improve your physique, lower your weight, and feel healthy again. So the first mantra that I want to talk to you about is caloric deficit, the idea of calories in versus calories out. This is a basic concept that everybody needs to understand. Calories in are all the foods, drinks, and sauces that you ingest into your body, with the exception of water, black coffee, and green or black tea. Your calories out is all the energy that you burn and can be calculated with a formula using the total daily energy expenditure. TDEE is a combination of your basal metabolic rate, in addition to the thermic effect of food, exercise, and something called NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Now my recommendation for the first mantra is to download a calorie counting app, such as MyFitnessPal, to see how many calories you're actually eating, and be honest with yourself when you're tracking food. Do this for about a month to see proper progression with your current diet. The next step I would have you do is purchase a scale. You should aim to lose about 500 calories below your TDEE per day, which should translate to about 0.5 to 1% body weight per week. Any more than that may be unsustainable due to low nutrients or the high demand your body requires from the excess cardio to burn off that many calories. If you're doing this right, you should be losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, depending on how aggressive you take your diet and or exercise. So for the second mantra, you want to focus on prioritizing your protein targets. Protein is one of the 3 macronutrients that your body needs in order to function properly. Now, if you go to MyFitnessPal and navigate over to macros, you'll find that there are carbs, fats, and proteins. What you want to do is aim for 0.8 to 1 gram of pound per lean body mass. If you're unsure about what your lean body mass is, you could just take your current body mass and try to hit those protein targets as best as you can. This means that for every meal, focus on large portion of meat, fish, chickpeas, whatever is available, Protein's responsible for keeping you satiated throughout the day, allowing muscle retention and muscle growth, as well as blood sugar stability. The third mantra that helped me on my journey is strength training. I use dumbbells, I use backpacks that were full of rocks and heavy stuff. I used bottled waters. I used resistance bands. These were all done at home. I didn't really break the bank on any of these things. The one thing I will say I had was a treadmill. So that actually helped me during the winter time to keep my cardio up and to help me with mantra number 4. So anyways, with strength training, I focused on progressive overload and consistency and not perfection. So whenever there was the option of relaxing or doing chores, I always chose to do the chores. So things got done around the house, and I never really got any flack from my wife for having the house fully clean. So muscles are the key to increasing the amount of calories that you can burn at rest, as a pound of muscle can burn roughly 5 to 10 calories per day. Mantra number 4, walking. I walked a lot. And we're talking about starting with 5,000 steps when I was at my worst to the point where I'm at 12,000 steps right now. And 12,000 steps is roughly 2 hours of walking. I do this every day. Even with a busy work schedule, I try to get in my steps. Spend a lot of time during meetings walking around with your headset on. I would walk to the grocery store, do all the life hacks like parking really far away or using the stairs. I walk to clear my mind of negative thoughts as well that poked around. And again, I have the luxury of having a treadmill in my basement and a little QB elliptical under my desk. So mantra number 5 is one that I never found on any fitness influencer's list of things to do. And that was to cut out sugar and ultra-processed foods. I am insulin resistant, which means that my body doesn't understand how to use energy efficiently. It just throws a whole bunch of insulin and tries to mask the fact that my liver, my organs, they've been working a lot harder than they're supposed to. So the biggest change wasn't the exercise, it wasn't supplements, it was eliminating the ultra-processed junk that was wrecking my metabolism. I had to understand the effects of being insulin resistant, the cell mitochondria, the terrible effects on my organs, and just the power of eating low carb and low sugar. So what I did was I cut out refined sugars, I cut out white breads and pasta, I cut out all the sugary drinks that I was so addicted to, and all of the processed snacks that you just find in your cupboards. I threw it all away and I just limited myself to what was considered whole foods. And the reason why was because I was pre-diabetic. And being pre-diabetic meant my blood sugar was unstable. Anything that I ate 2 or 3 hours later, I'd feel hungry again and hungry again. And instead of eating these small snacks that would stabilize my blood sugar, I would go for full meals, followed by a dessert. So I was on the fast track to type 2 diabetes. So going after the root of it was insulin resistance. Not a lot of people understand that they are insulin resistant in some way, especially if you live a sedentary lifestyle where you don't move and you're not exercising at all. So I simplified my eating. I stuck to a diet that fit my lifestyle, and now I'm healthier than I've ever been. Now, these 5 mantras, they're not a quick patch to the vulnerability. This is a lifestyle, and you have to continue it, or else you'll easily go back to the weight that you were before. Each day there are challenges, and you know this. Things come up, things happen. But it's the daily decisions and strong mentality that will get you to where you need to be. My blood work is now normal, My A1C, my triglycerides, my HDL are all normal. And a lot of people ask me how I was able to pull this off in 2024. Well, this episode, this is just a precursor. In the next couple episodes, I will show you how I was able to do so. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe for more videos.